Good morning, all. Today's class is about Flamingo, first poem in our syllabus, that is My Mother at 66. You can open page number 90, 91, right? So this poem is by Kamla Das. All the students open page number 90, book Flamingo, okay? My Mother at 66. I'm making a model reading for you. And let me tell you something about Kamla Das. She was born in Malabar in Kerala. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatile approach, and the indigenous flavor of the soil. Kamla Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhava Kutty. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of the Lust 1977, a collection of short stories, Padmavati the Harlot and Other Stories 1992. In addition to 5 books of poetry, she is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationships in lyrical idiom. My Mother at 66 is an example. Very importantly, children, these last 2, 3 lines, that complex subtleties of human relationships. Human beings form relationships. We all are related to each other in some or the other way, but the emotions and the feelings that take place, the circumstances, the situations, and subtle things that are not on the surface, that you cannot touch, that you only feel, the abstract notions, the feelings, the emotions. So those subtleties of human nature, subtleties of human relationships is being very well reflected by Kamla Das in her poems, right? So let me make a model reading for you all. And one more line is mentioned in a poem, that is, aging is a natural process. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? Have you ever thought what they expect, right? Now, old parents, what they expect children? That we must spend time with them. What I collect, that they want care, concern, as they have taken care when we were very young and during our infancy and growing processes and all. So, some way the theme of the poem surrounds this particular point also, and you'll feel that. So, human subtleties, or the subtleties of human beings concerned or connected with their feelings, emotions, and what feelings and emotions, which are because because of our relationships, right? So mother and daughter relationship is discussed beautifully in the poem. Driving from my parents home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, dozing, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her worn, pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. Right, dear students, this is the reading that I've made for you. We'll continue with the explanation part. Pay attention. Okay. Let's understand the poem now. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. When I was going from my home to Cochin, I saw my mother beside me. She's going to the airport, and her mother is sitting beside her in the wagon, in the car, and she observes her mother. The daughter observes her mother. I saw my mother beside me. Now, this saw is not just seeing. This scene is actually that she realizes, and this realizing is justified in the next line. I saw my mother beside me, taking naps, dozing in between, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, very lifeless face. Though she's alive, sitting beside me and traveling till the airport or to the airport, but still she is lifeless, like that of a corpse and realized with pain. I is not mentioned, but this means the poetess realized with pain that she thought away, that she is lost in her thoughts. She's thinking somewhere away. She's away from me. She's physically with me, but not mentally. Right? She thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away. I looked at my mother and I now put that thought away. So the question is, which thought is the poetess talking about that she keeps away? The thought of the thought that brought her this realization that her mother is in the process of aging. She is around 66. She's growing old. She's growing like that of a corpse, or moving towards that side when you feel that the person may depart anytime, right? So I put that thought away. Now, again, I'll read these lines and you'll pay attention, because there are 2, 3 questions that we can frame here. I saw my mother beside me and she was dozing and opening mouth again and again. And what is doze, D-O-Z-E, dozing and all? This is taking naps in between. Old people, they, when they are not able to restore themselves nicely, and because of the old age, they, when they even breathe whistling sounds, they take naps in between, right? Okay, even if they are with you, but in an hour you'll find them several times closing their eyes as if they are taking naps, right? Because of the old age and exhaustion, right? So her face ashen like that of a corpse. Mark here, the figure of speech here is simile, like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away. I put my thought away. Here, I is not mentioned, but put that thought away. Which thought is the poetess here referring to? The thought of losing her mother. I put that thought away and looked out at trees sprinting and merry children spilling. And I started looking at the trees sprinting, the racing trees. My car is moving, and on the other side, the trees are sprinting. Why the poet has used these expressions, trees sprinting and merry children spilling. She looked at the children and the trees sprinting out of the car. Who? The poet. Because she could not adjust with the thought that she had just now. Right? I put that thought away. She threw that thought away. Which thought? Seeing mother growing like a corpse. Seeing mother's, um, that mother is growing old and she may depart anytime. So this thought she doesn't want to, have in her mind. So she started looking immediately out of the car, and what she finds, sprinting trees and spilling children, merry children coming out of their homes, merry, happy children. So these two phrases tell us the energy, signify the energy, youth, yeah, right? Young age, children, trees, symbol of growth, right? So two phrases that reflect youth and energy. Movement words, right? Sprinting, racing, spilling, movement coming out of their homes, merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away. This line is clear. Standing a few yards away from my mother at the airport, I looked again at her worn and pale as a late winter's moon. My mother as a late winter's moon. Again a simile, like a corpse and as a late winter's moon. I looked again at her dull, pale face, colorless face, right? And I felt she was like a late winter's moon. So as a late winter's moon. Why winter's moon? Because summery moons are very clear. Summers are clear. Winters are not clear. Mist, fog, and layers of those white layers of fogs and all. So as a late winter's moon, she felt her mother looked, right? So mother has been compared as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache. And I felt that childhood fear. What is this familiar pain? My childhood fear. The answer is there in the line itself. Felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. I collected myself and said, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And I did nothing and I smiled and smiled. What do the parting words signify here? The parting words here signify that the daughter, a poetess, she wanted to hide her feelings before her mother. So here comes those subtle inside feelings. She wanted to create a scene, a picture before her mother that she is happy and happily departing and saying goodbye to the mother, but she's inside very sad. She's just smiling and smiling and smiling. So, what is the significance of the parting words? That she did not want to reveal her pain, right? The speaker, the poetess here, she did not want to reveal her pain of all the thoughts that she had about losing her mother and all. That is one thing, but she's going and she's equally sad and she collected herself and she said, see you soon, Amma, with a hope, but she knows that, or she's doubtful whether she'll be able to see her mother or not. One thing I wish to bring to the notice, dear students, that is there is a picture, there is a small pic on the top of every lesson in all our books. If you see here, it is spectacles, right? And that signify old age. If you see the type of specs, the pair of spectacles they are mentioned in the book, if you see, they are specially designed for old people, right? They cater to their needs in both ways, right? So if you see this small picture, you see this signifies old age. And the name of the poem, My Mother at 66. My mother growing old at 66. And what all the emotions, what all there is, the pouring of feelings in her heart has been beautifully presented in this poem, that is My Mother at 66. Now, if we see the NCERT questions, what is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? Anyone? Anyone? Yes? Yes, yes? Yes, the poet, very good. The poet feels that she or he may, she is Kamla Das, so she may lose her mother. So this is the, pain that pain of separation, which is inescapable for all mortals, all of us. We know this pain, pain of separation, right? So what kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? The poet feels the pain of separation, separating from her mother. Why are the young trees described as sprinting? Young trees are described as sprinting. The first literal meaning will come, that is, when the car was moving, the trees on the other side seem to be moving in the opposite direction. The second figurative significance of the word sprinting here is that the poet wants to highlight that inside the car there was old age and outside the car there was energy, racing trees, sprinting trees, right? So to bring this contrast, she has used both the expressions signify this way. When I move on to the third, the both the expressions means two expressions I'm talking about, that is sprinting trees and merry children spilling out of their homes. So the third question is, why has the poet brought in the image of the merry children spilling out of their homes? To show the contrast. Inside the car, I'll give you 3 points. Inside the car, there is old age. Mother is sitting, right? There is slackness, slow. Mama is very slow. The poet's mother is very, very slow because of old age. And the third thing is, that is, there is sadness inside. Outside, there is merry children spilling happiness. Fast trees moving, racing with the car in opposite direction. Then the third point, which is opposite to the inside point, is youth and old age. Let me recapitulate this thing: sadness and happiness, right? Youth and old age, sadness and happiness. Then there is inside the car, the old age person, the mother is slow. Outside, the children are happy and the trees are racing. So, signing, symbolizing some speed, some energy. Children, the symbol of energy. The word merry, their happiness. So, can you observe the contrast? Can you feel that contrast that is being brought and highlighted? So that's why these two phrases have been used to highlight these points and lay emphasis on the growing age of mother. Now, why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? Because the winter's moon is not so clear. You're right. Somebody said, is not clear. It is with layers of, a foggy layer you can feel. So what do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? Her smile signifies her courage that she's trying to gather at this crucial juncture of her life, when she's departing from her mother, when she does not know that this departure will be the permanent one, or the, for a short span. She's doubtful. In fact, she's more of surety that she won't be able to see her mother when she'll come next time, because the growing age is making her realize this thing. I hope, dear students, you have understood this poem and the question answers. Do the summary in your notebook and these 4-5 questions. This will help you a lot, right?